It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Bills, next on Madden Football.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a 1st-round pick, so there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Allen. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills, touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Howell. Oh, he stays up. And that's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what
and the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Howell. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tress Way now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Out to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. On the return, Deontay Hardy. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Deontay Hardy. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now, 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Throwing here, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Howell now to throw it. Got this complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's Howell with another throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Terrell Bernard in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. Back now at FedEx Field. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd down, Cook. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a 2nd straight play. 3rd down, here's a nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. And Owen coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Howell to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback in his offense.
Latavius Murray.
Inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They'll try to run with Murray. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down 20-14, 70 seconds remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Here's Howell. He's got McLaurin.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to throw. Two-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Allen.
That's caught by Davis.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think, and I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.